All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest, most frustrating challenges for any wireless tech out there: how to navigate the unbelievably crowded airwaves that, let's be honest, our entire modern world runs on. It is a constant, invisible battle for bandwidth, and if you don't know the rules of engagement, you're gonna lose.
Now, just so you know, what we're covering here is part 8 of a really deep 20-part series. It's all based on a detailed report from the pros at RFI Detectives, who are part of Virtualization Options LLC. We're zeroing in on the key stuff from Chapter 8, which is all about advanced standards and this critical idea of coexistence.
You know the feeling, right? You've seen it a million times. The device shows 5 bars of Wi-Fi, everything looks absolutely perfect, and then poof, nothing. The connection just dies, or speeds slow to a crawl. So what's going on? Well, it's not some weird tech mystery. It's a battle for airtime. And in this fight, every single wireless device is a soldier trying to claim its own little piece of the spectrum.
And that gets us to the real heart of the problem. Our spectrum is under an insane amount of pressure. We're talking specifically about the unlicensed ISM bands. That's industrial, scientific, and medical. These frequencies have become the absolute backbone of almost all our wireless tech. But here's the catch. They're a shared and very finite resource. And believe me, they are packed. So this is the word you've got to burn into your brain: coexistence. It's not just about your device being able to shout its data the loudest. No, it's really a 3-part challenge. First, can it get its own data out efficiently? Second, can it do that without completely messing up its neighbors? And third, can it still do its job when all its neighbors are making a racket? That right there is the entire goal. And just look at who's fighting in this free-for-all. I mean, you've got the obvious ones, right? Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. But then you've got Zigbee running all our smart home gadgets, those ancient cordless phones someone still has, baby monitors, garage door openers, and yep, even the microwave oven that's heating up your lunch. They are all screaming for attention in the exact same space. Okay, let's start with the heavyweight champion of the wireless world, Wi-Fi. Its main survival strategy isn't about brute force, it's actually about being smart. It's about choosing the right battlefield, picking the perfect frequency band and the cleanest channel within that band to operate on. This right here is the classic trade-off every single technician has to deal with. Think of the 2.4 gigahertz band as a busy, old 2-lane highway. Sure, it goes a long way, but it is incredibly congested. On the other hand, the 5 gigahertz band is like a brand new superhighway. It's got way more lanes, a lot less traffic, but the off-ramps are shorter, and the signal gets blocked easily by things like walls. Knowing which highway to use and when is absolutely critical. So what about another huge player, Bluetooth? Well, since it's basically stuck on that crowded 2.4 gigahertz highway, it had to get really clever to survive. It acts like a super smart messenger, constantly and rapidly finding clear paths to dodge all the traffic jams. And this is how it pulls it off. It's a brilliant little system called adaptive frequency hopping, or AFH. So first, it's always listening, identifying which channels are just too noisy or already being used. Then, it creates a quick map of only the clean, available frequencies. And finally, and this is the cool part, instead of just hopping around randomly, it intelligently jumps only between those good channels, thousands of times every second. It is such an elegant solution to a very messy problem. But right when you think you've got a handle on the main players, a whole new army shows up on the battlefield. I'm talking about the Internet of Things, or IoT. This has unleashed billions, literally billions of new voices, all chattering away in the exact same space. I mean, this number, it really says it all. We're not talking about a few new devices in a house anymore. We're talking about billions of them across the globe. Smart lights, thermostats, sensors, smart plugs, you name it. Every single one is another voice adding to the noise. And the pressure on that available airtime is just becoming astronomical. And you can't forget about the old guard, those legacy devices. The cordless phones, the old wireless security cameras, the baby monitors, they are still out there. And here's the problem. They play by old, dumb rules. They don't have these fancy avoidance techniques like AFH. They just shout into the spectrum whenever they want, adding to the chaos and making life so much harder for our more modern, intelligent devices. So all of this brings us to the big picture. You just can't think of these technologies as separate things anymore. If you want to successfully manage a modern network, you have to see it for what it truly is: a single, complex, and honestly, a living wireless ecosystem. This quote from the RFI Detectives report, man, it just nails it. It perfectly sums up that triple threat we're all facing. It's this delicate balance, right? You have to be a good speaker, a polite listener, and you have to be tough enough to still work in a really, really noisy room. That is the absolute core principle of modern coexistence. So, the final thought I really want to leave you with is this. When you start seeing your network as this dynamic, living ecosystem, it changes everything. It's not some static thing you just set up once and forget about. It is constantly changing, it's evolving, it's reacting. So, the real question for you is, are you prepared to manage it?